We'll give it a little bit to get ready, but here we go. This is our first hour. Episode 119.
119, yeah.
Welcome,
Hi,
Ben
boys.
Maxwell. And tell me your full name.
So, Damone.
Damone.
Waitwhat.
Damone,
So
a part
it's
of waitwhat.
Yeah, so Troy and me are both.
Shout out
So,
Troy.
yeah.
Wonderful.
I know Troy.
Move a little closer to the mic
Okay,
for us.
wait.
Yeah.
This is
Cool.
this should be the thing we talk about first.
Yeah, we
because
should. Yeah, we should.
We were
discuss
trying to
this.
figure it. Like, I didn't realize that like him and Troy, like you guys knew them like independently.
I don't know if
thought
Connor's
he-
ever met Troy.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did. We were
Actually,
camping
have
with
met Troy.
him.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
went
that's what he
camping.
was saying. I
We
was
went
like,
to
that's just-
Yosemite.
You know what's
I
funny is I
forgot.
was half expecting that Troy. But then
Oh.
I really just, in my back of my
Yeah.
mind somewhere, and then I kind of
Yeah.
saw you. I was like, oh, dope. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, sick.
So,
Complete the circle.
Yeah, so Troy told me he had met you, or you guys knew each other prior to
Mhm.
running into each other at Tahoe.
Mhm.
Which I think I ran into you at Pike because that's where I was.
That must. I must. You forget. You look
I've
familiar
yeah,
for sure.
Definitely met.
So
yeah,
did you
Troy's
live in
right
I can't
there.
tell-
Kenny were
I
in the
did.
same room.
I can't. Yeah, I can't tell if I've just like watched you guys on Instagram for this long. I just know what your
Yeah,
face
just-
looks
yeah,
like, or
exactly.
like.
But yeah, I was
That's so
wondering
funny.
like how you guys linked up in Tahoe and how that all kind of went.
Yeah. So I met Troy when I lived at PyCap for almost 6 months.
Oh shit. Okay.
Right,
So that's probably
uh,
before I joined the house then.
Yeah, I left Davis like 3 years in, and then like got a job in San Francisco, and then was just like crashing at PyCap because at the time my girlfriend's younger sister was really good friends with Sasan.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Do you
that's
know
a song
Shannon?
very well. Oh, Shannon Chang.
I dated
Yeah.
Shannon's older sister.
Oh,
Ashley.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Now.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
I get it. Yeah.
I didn't.
No.
realize- so what-
Shout out Ashley
what
Chang.
year
Shout
was
out
that?
to Chang's best family.
Actually,
What
I
year
never
was
met
that?
Mm.
Shannon's older sister,
Mm.
but I had seen her before. Like I'd seen her in passing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I never met her.
She's awesome.
So what
Shannon,
what
both
year were
awesome.
you up in Berkeley?
Like 2015, like end of like
Why weren't we hanging out? Dude?
I don't know, man. It
This
took
is
it
what-
took a
this is
second.
what I
It
was
took
getting to
it
with
was
that,
weird.
okay.
It was a
We
full
met in
circle
LA,
moment
like,
too
2
because I
years
know
later,
like
a year
Julia
later.
too. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Spackman.
Spackman.
Yeah, yeah,
That
so-
whole Loma house, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. The whole Aloma house. So I was with them like 2 years before that,
got it.
living at the house when they're
so
all
you're
like
part of that OG group.
starting to like integrate. You know,
Yeah.
whatever.
So then you probably know Megan Hayes then.
Yeah,
Okay,
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She's down here too. She's in Glendale.
Yeah, I've been trying to link up with her. It hasn't
She's
happened
hella
yet.
busy, dude. She's like
She's
working
all the
2
time.
jobs and shit.
Damn.
Working on
crazy.
herself all
The
day.
The grind, man. The
All day
struggle.
I was saying like I just,
LA,
like,
it's like it's so hard to meet up with people. Like,
Dude, that's just realizing that like I'm here for like 5 days and I was like hitting up people.
Bro,
It's like,
yeah.
yeah, we're down. Like let's kick it. And then like the day of, it's like, oh fuck.
Like, so do you want to drive an hour or should I?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
oh
dude,
fuck,
like-
wait, like I forgot that my whole life is crashing in on
Bro, I'll
itself
go,
at
like,
every moment.
like I have friends like down in like Marina Del Rey, and like I'll see them like once every 3 months, and every time we hang out I see them, it's like, oh, it's so good to see you, like let's do this
You're
again
so
next
close,
week.
yeah.
Like it wasn't even that bad of a drive. I'll see you next week. 3 months go by.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Oh,
happened to
man.
everyone, man.
that's
But
hilarious.
like living
I
in
know.
Glendale, it's a little bit harder.
Yeah, telling
to get
people to
back.
hang out now is just like a precautionary measure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Everyone's
we're
just
gonna
getting
kick it.
busier
It's
too.
like-
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it raises the percentages a little bit.
Exactly.
Is my
busy,
auto tune
busy
on
is a
right
good
now?
thing.
Yeah, do you want me to turn it off?
Yes, please. It's coming back later though.
Fire.
You want to just
Yeah,
touch
we're
their
gonna-
mics up just a touch, both of theirs?
Yeah, I would love to. Maybe we should jump into a game we like to play.
Let's do it.
I didn't know there were games.
There are games.
Be
I'm glad
careful,
there's
man.
two
You're
of
talking
you,
to
so
a couple
that-
gamers right now.
Yeah,
All right, so here's
exactly.
the game. We're kind of giving like one, maybe you need a few, like one word, one phrase kind of answers.
Cool.
Quick succession, just like
Nice.
a
I like that.
a you and two.
We call this one You and Two.
You and two.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for coming to the podcast. Tell us your names.
All right, Damone.
My name is Ben.
Tell us your Instagrams.
My Instagram is Ben Maxwell Music.
And our Instagram is at It's Waitwhat.
Where are you guys from?
I'm from Boston originally. I moved out to California when I was 15.
Shout out Boston.
Shout out Boston, man. Shout out
Love
the
that
whole
city.
Northeast, honestly. It's like my favorite part of the States. just behind California. But then I
Cool.
came out to Berkeley when I was like 15. And
Oh,
I've been
okay.
between here and there ever since.
Nice. And yeah, for me, I grew up in a small town outside of San Jose called Los Gatos. Born and raised there. Yeah, and met this fool at Cal.
NorCal reppin'.
Yeah,
Nice.
you already know,
Oh.
dude.
Cow gang.
All right. Favorite genre?
I have to say this in one phrase.
Yeah.
Favorite genre would have to be house at the moment. It changes, but at the moment it's definitely house
You were
music.
saying that earlier. I remember.
Yeah,
you
I'm on a
said
house
that.
bender
You're on
right
a
now.
house bender.
Shit.
So it's gonna be tough for you, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I'm just gonna say trap right now,
I
just
feel
because
that.
I've been listening to a lot of it.
Cool. We can get into it. Favorite female artist?
Oh man, probably one of the house ladies that are killing it right now, like
Yeah.
Nora and Pure.
Cool.
I like her live sets a lot, but I've been listening to a lot of honestly, you know Kendall.
Yeah,
Been
I was about
bumping
to
her
say,
shit,
dude,
like,
shout
dude,
out.
okay.
yo.
Probably my favorite female.
We'll say
artist.
it. We'll
Yeah.
say
Shouts
it.
to Kendall.
Her
for sure.
track on that night, basically.
Okay, well, I was gonna say something, but now it feels a little weird saying it, but I'll say it anyways. Like, I've taken a couple showers to her songs, you know.
Dude, yeah.
It's weird, man.
No, it's good shower music. It's
Good
good.
shower
It's good
music.
wake up and shower music for sure.
Yeah.
Like I've honestly don't have any speakers that allow me to listen to music in the shower, but if
Oh,
I could,
you gotta
I'd
change
You'd
my
be
that.
phone.
bumping
You know.
Kendall.
Kendall night bass, man. Shout out to them.
Oh,
And
shit.
yourself.
Alright, female singer or female artist.
You know, we don't have to stick to music either. We can go any genre
artist. Okay.
if it makes things easier.
Honestly, I'm gonna go a little low key and say Nev.
Ooh.
I think her vocals are fucking
She's so
fantastic.
fire, dude.
Exactly.
And she's like been on such a hustle, bro. Like
exactly.
she like is all over the place. Like features everywhere.
Dude, yeah,
That's
and
sick.
she released a track with Tails and Inverness called Skeleton this year
Mm.
that I
Shouts
fucking
out.
love. I thought
Great
the
song.
vocals were fantastic.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
sick.
dude, that shit's fire.
And the producer Tails too on that track is
I love
sick.
Tails,
He's
yeah.
been,
That leads us to our next question. Favorite producer?
favorite producer. Oh man, I've been like getting hip on so many like new producers lately because I've just been like trying to learn. Probably, honestly, Timbaland.
Dope.
Probably tops my list right now.
Did you see
That fool's like-
he released like a master class?
I saw that.
That
I
looks
like
pretty fire.
Usually I look at those, I'm like, oh, you know, seems
The
like
Herbie
kind
one
of
looked
a
cool.
waste of
Did you
money.
ever see
Yeah,
the
that one
Herbie-
looks sick.
the
My
trailer
friend told
for the
me
Herbie
Timbaland
one?
one was great for kicks and like drums and shit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Percussions.
And just
Yeah.
like Timbaland, he's just like, just his beats are like so like organic house party. Like I just want to see his process.
Totally,
and, like,
yeah,
I
they're
wouldn't
so
even
fun.
like, you know, usually I look at those like, oh, probably a waste of money, but with him, like,
hmm
I don't know, it could be sick.
Yeah, I agree.
What about you,
Yeah.
sir?
Favorite artist right now?
Favorite
Or
producer?
favorite producer? I would say it's tied between Peekaboo Beats
Yeah.
and Medicine.
Ooh.
I love Medicine.
Yeah, Medicine. I forgot about him.
Yeah, Medicine.
He's probably in
is-
the top 3,
Yeah, he's amazing.
just in terms of like,
Just the sound, like
yeah,
uniqueness
his
of sound.
is like
His new album, or it was an album, right? Yeah, his new album was amazing. The vibes on it.
Dope, dope,
Irene
dope.
project.
Irene,
Yeah.
Diarrhea Project. Just kidding.
Diarrhea.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Oh man, probably. Even though I don't like 100% agree with it, a friend of mine once told me never to sign anything.
Okay. Straight up. Never sign anything.
It's a little extreme, but it was right after I was like 17. I just like signed something that I like really regretted, and I like was like really excited, and I just kind of like didn't get anyone to read it, and like I was like, someone sent me a contract, I fucking made it, you know, like, so I just signed it, and it ended up being a bad deal. So like in that sense,
Yeah,
I was
dude.
like, okay, don't sign anything
Yeah.
without getting people to read that shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Effort.
That's
Check
the
in-
hard
check in
part.
with the
That's the
fam.
hard part because you can't.
It's not a blanket statement. You can sign stuff, but
Yeah.
read that
Yeah,
shit
Read that shit.
Read
more
that
than
shit.
once
Read your
and get
contracts.
other people to read it.
Dude, actually, I was sorry. Just to take it away.
please.
Someone sent me I was working with this company to develop this product. They sent me an NDA, and I like read the end of it, and it's like it's only valid for like 6 months or something like that. It's like, oh, that's cheesy. Like,
No,
oh,
yeah.
like it's an NDA, but 6 months. Like that
I don't
should've be
understand the
over.
point of that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like maybe it just gives them enough time to like get the idea off the ground
Yeah,
before
exactly,
like
to,
anyone
steal it
steals
and make,
that
like,
shit.
a
You know,
quick milli.
but it's like
Right.
it's like real quick. We got 6 months, boys. Let's go.
We got this.
Forgot what the question was.
Best piece
Oh,
of
yeah, best
advice.
piece of advice.
So actually, this is interesting because I've gotten different like advice sparingly throughout the time we've been doing this, but the best one I got was actually from one of my inspirations, which was Jaws, Sam.
Whoa, no
Vogel.
way.
Yeah, it was we were supposed to actually play B2B, but he couldn't make it out because his car got impounded.
Oh.
that's a
Shouts
whole
to the
other
city
story.
of Los Angeles.
Happened to me
Shout out
today.
No way.
Happened to me
way.
today. My car got impounded. I spent like 4 hours
Trying
and
to
like
do that shit.
$1,300.
Oh my god.
RT.
This is
bro.
no joke.
Literally.
This is actually something we have to go into when I have a moment. I can get really mad.
Dude, this is the next subject is car impounding in Los
Yeah,
Angeles.
exactly.
I have words.
Put it. I'm gonna write it
Put
down.
it on the fucking list.
Okay.
But yeah, it was. So I had like was talking to his fiance at the time, like behind, like backstage and stuff, and like I was telling her how much I've like been a fan of Jaws,
Yeah.
and like she got me some one-on-one time after his
No.
set to just kick it with him and talk to him, and he just straight up told me the realest shit, and it was like, yo, fuck opening spots, because I was hella down on ourselves for like
Yeah.
booking shows and shit, and like trying to expand, you know.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, fuck opening spots, focus on the music, and
Yeah.
like just let the music fucking speak for itself. 'Cause
Whoa.
if you have a discography, if you have music you're stoked about and you keep working towards, people will eventually listen and like hop on, and you'll start playing the shows you want to play.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
That was
For
some
real, dude.
that was
Keep
some
it real.
real ass
It's
shit.
like it
for
can
me.
feel shitty, like it can
Yeah,
feel
straight
shitty,
up.
like
Yeah, dude, shout out
like
fucking Jaws.
watching how other people like play local shows and like open. It's just
Exactly.
like bad for your psyche sometimes because like you just like of course you want to be doing that shit,
Exactly,
you know,
especially
but
when
it's
you're like really grinding out and putting music out,
Exactly.
you know,
But
and
there's,
you feel
like-
you're moving right.
like your perception gets fucked up because it is about the music, and
Music,
you're not about to be like progressing or playing bigger shows without
Exactly,
focusing
and
on
like his
that,
whole
you know,
point
like-
was you don't want to end up becoming just that local act, you know.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you have aspirations, you want to like go farther with this shit.
Yeah.
Don't
Exactly.
fucking ride on these like
Yeah, don't
shitty
spend
open
your
spots.
time just like
Exactly.
bargaining with like local venue
Exactly,
owners.
that was
Yeah,
his
you
whole
can go
thing.
out there and like try and get a pulse on the local scene
Right.
and like go do it every
Exactly,
once in a
yeah.
while, but to
Mhm.
like make it your goal
right.
is
Absolutely,
you know,
which is like
chasing the wrong
completely
completely
tail.
shifted our like way we've been approaching just like
Yeah.
branding and just doing shows. Like we've taken a break from shows for a little
Yeah.
bit right now and just
Mhm.
focus solely on just working on music and like putting like social
Yeah.
media content out,
I did the same thing.
and like
Mhm.
so much better.
Same.
Like
Yeah, you can do
Interesting.
a lot of weird A/B testing on just local shows, and that doesn't really translate.
yeah, exactly.
To
Like
scale.
straight up. Like them. Like I did the math. I did a lot of research on this, but the percentage from social media branding and like just putting effort into social
Yeah.
media translated into like the plays you get on Spotify and SoundCloud
Yeah.
versus just playing opening spots
Yeah.
is so much more.
Yeah.
Like just putting your time into just getting
Interesting.
your
I
shit
want to
out.
ask you about that. But I'm gonna keep it moving.
Yeah.
Um,
For it.
Describe yourself as a musician in 3 words.
All right. Catchy. Feels. And drums.
Woo.
I guess that would
Fire.
Versatile, lit, and just fun. I'd just say fun.
Dope.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Wow, those are great. All of those are great.
Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
You know, 5 years ago I would have said milk all day.
Huh.
I'm still gonna say it, but, but it's not as easy to say now.
I'm right there with you. I'd still prefer milk chocolate, but
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't mind a nice dark.
Dark
either.
chocolate
Like
is better
everyone,
for you.
obviously
I'm a
the
good-
right answer is dark, but if you're just being honest,
Yeah, if
like
I'm just being honest.
like I
I'm,
like
yeah.
milk
Yeah.
a lot.
It's
It's
like, yeah,
good.
it's
I'm all about that
Like
dark
if I'm
chocolate.
gonna snack on a fucking
course.
chocolate, it's gonna be milk.
Like when I was a kid, I used to go in like my mom's chocolate drawer and shit. Like the only thing I just want like
My
some
mom's
like
shit.
fucking some like kids like milk chocolate, like a Hershey's bar
Ooh,
or
yeah.
something, and all she would have is like 72% cocoa. Like,
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Trader
fuck
Joe's
yeah.
like you
The
buy it
Trader
at like
Joe's, like,
3
I'll take one
pound
bite and I was
bar.
like-
God, dude. Yep.
so bitter. But
Um,
Yeah, they sell it in the 3-pound bar because they know you're not gonna eat the whole thing. But you're
I like
gonna
the-
buy another one the next
Yeah.
time you're there.
Uh,
like-
I like Toblerone, dude. That shit is fire.
Toblerone's fucking.
yeah, those are
The
fire.
airport fucking chocolate.
Yeah, duty free Toblerone, man.
Spirit animal.
Elephant.
Ooh.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes. Facts.
An elephant. Damn, that's a good one.
Elephants cry.
They mourn, dude. I heard this crazy story. All right, while you're thinking,
Yeah.
I heard this
you go,
story,
you go.
dude. These elephants, they like do this big migration every year. This pack of them, and one year, that one of the elephants died, and so everyone picked up the body and they dragged it like a bunch of miles off course and like built this like scene, and then finished the migration. Whatever. Next year, when they went on the migration,
They visited
they
it.
stopped off, went way off to the scene, picked up the bones, passed all the bones around. Every elephant touched it and passed it, and then they like did some other crazy shit, and then
Oh my
they
God.
finished the migration.
This is what I'm saying. Shout out to elephants.
I know.
All right. So I'd have to go with a panda.
Mm.
I fucking love pandas, dude. I think they're the cutest.
Those are
fucking
fire.
animals, dude.
I can just imagine you wearing like a Fortnite panda skin.
Bro, straight up. I have one.
No, you
That's
do.
hilarious. If you had one superpower, what would it be?
I've always been torn between flying and invisibility.
That's the same as me.
That's
But
great.
if I'm gonna just like go for it and choose one, I'd have to say flying.
Yes.
Flying's hot.
Flying for sure.
And did we cut you off on the last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
So let's
did you?
get that one too.
Wait, which one?
Spirit. No, you got
Yeah,
it.
you got
Panda.
panda.
All right,
Yeah,
never mind,
which
my
one?
bad. I don't know why. I thought that.
What was the last question? It was
Superpower.
Superpower.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go a little non-cliche, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like, cause I binged the what's it called, Luke Cage on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Invincibility.
Yeah.
That shit's freaking crazy, bro. Like you just walk around the street.
Yeah, like
get
real
shot up, bro.
real
This is
invincibility is
like,
a wild
That's
one.
wild. Like
You just don't get captured, right?
just don't give a fuck about a lot of shit.
Facts.
Over it real quick.
Facts.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
You're just more like gnats.
Um,
Bunch of gnats.
do you guys know your zodiac signs?
Libra, baby.
Yep, Libra as well.
Oh shit!
Double
Nice.
Libra gang.
Shit. Whoa. Hey, you guys. Good job.
Thank you.
Good work.
What are you?
Taurus.
Taurus,
Aquarius.
Aquarius.
See, the thing is, I'm just ignorant and I don't like, learn about anybody else's zodiac except for mine.
Yeah, I don't know about.
So I just ask
what's a
people
Libra?
Oh,
only
that's
to see
funny.
if they're Libra.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So I don't give a fuck about you.
Okay.
Next question.
Yeah. All right. I think there were a couple things in that I wanted to kind
yeah.
of get into a little bit more. I mean, one thing that comes to mind for me is like you talk about investing in social media marketing.
Mhm.
What does that look like?
Honestly, so one of the things that actually recently our manager just put us onto is this thing called
Mhm.
Social Captain,
Interesting.
which really changed our social media game.
Social captain.
And basically
cool.
what it is, it's like an AI that runs your account for you.
Oh,
And like it does
Instagram,
basically, yeah, your Instagram
Yeah.
account, your Instagram.
fire.
And basically what it does is like it has preset comments, likes, and it engages with other followers within like industry people. So you can
Yeah.
put like targeted followers. So you go like Skrillex, Ekali, you put accounts,
Oh.
and then you put hashtags.
Interesting.
And it will go into all those hashtags and go through all the people who are liking or following
Yeah.
those things and start spam liking and commenting on.
Wow.
And that was like I'm paying like $100 a month for that.
Yeah.
And like the amount of engage, like we went from like 250 profile visits to like 2,000 a week.
Whoa.
And like the
so-
number of DMs and engagements and like our stats on SoundCloud and Spotify also had spikes in it as soon as we started.
It
social
goes in
media.
and like comments on those people's photos.
Exactly, you
Wow.
put preset
Like,
comments and
likes their
stuff, and it only
pictures
comments
and,
those preset comments. So like you
Wow.
put fire emojis,
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah,
some random
yeah.
shit.
People then go and like look at your shit.
And it really
and-
works. People like
That's-
will really see the comment and they'll
Exactly.
click
Yeah.
it and it
Mhm.
does it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And like
People are bored on the internet.
weird.
Imagine that.
right? And like outside of just like the monetarily investing into it,
Yeah.
just time wise, just a matter of just engaging with people. and,
Yeah.
like, just organic engagement, you know, just
Yeah.
like reaching out to people. Like if you get new followers, like
It's good to
DMing
just
them a
like
link or some shit.
Yes,
You know, like
exactly.
when
That's
you
cool.
look at your
So-
analytics, you never want to see the graph like on a downward
On a
trend.
downward
It's
trend.
just
Yeah.
like one of those tools that keeps your shit like, if not at like a good steady level at a good like
Yeah.
And if anything,
you
it's a
know.
wake up call if it's slowly dipping. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
all right, I need
Or
to put
you know
more
you
content out.
it just it informs you on your fan base, because if the stuff you
Mhm.
put in isn't working, then you kind
Then
of
it's a
you
little
target different people like
Mhm.
kind of a different slice of the pie.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
Well, exactly. Like,
Interesting.
I've been kind of going through that the same way that you talk about like live shows. It's like, gosh, like, am I chasing the wrong tail here? Like, putting a lot of energy into a social media world that isn't supported yet by the content that I want or
Yeah.
something, you know? So, like, are you able to like manage that? Like,
Kind
do
of
you
find
have-
that balance.
Is $100 the minimum you can put in?
No, you can put in much less. Like I was running I wasn't doing, what is it, social captain?
Yeah, there's a bunch of
Yeah, I
different
don't
ones.
like my old management was running something similar on my Instagram, and it worked. It definitely like I think they went pretty hard on it. I think like the $75 program for whatever it was that they were using, but I went from like 700 to like 1,400 followers pretty fast.
Whoa.
You know, like in a couple of months. Like,
Yeah.
But you know, it's like it's something that you always have to have money set aside for. It's just like one of those things.
Also,
you know?
so Derek Tam just texted me. He's like, "Yo, is that Ben?"
Fire.
Told him it was
Fire.
good.
What's up?
He's tuned in right now.
That's so funny. So Ben, I talked to you about like where your fan base is. You had mentioned like Brazil and stuff. Like, where are you guys' fans? What fans is this?
Mainly Brazil. Not mainly Brazil, but like within Brazil, there's like a couple big cities that have always popped up. It's like Rio and Sao Paulo.
Interesting.
And then other than that, it's like Chicago, New York, Boston, San Francisco, LA, little San Diego, a little Vegas.
Interesting. So what you're doing is you're doing the comments and everything. Are you guys doing any sort of like traditional advertising where you're paying for like posted ads?
So I sometimes do sponsored ads. I usually do it for around when we have shows.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's when we get the most, like, especially if we need to push tickets or whatever. You know? That's the best way to do sponsored ads. Honestly, the problem with sponsored ads I have is just the money, you know?
Yeah.
To really get the best benefit out of it, you need to really...
Yeah,
But,
there's
like-
some good.
Yeah.
I actually spent some time like watching a bunch of YouTube tutorials on like what the best like strategies for like getting a good like narrow and like engaged audience is.
Yeah.
And there's layers to that shit, man.
Yeah.
Because like if your reach, like say you put in a bunch of big cities and you have like a huge, like there's like a 25 million person reach on your campaign, that doesn't translate into big engagement or even like good viewership like of the ad. Like there's a bunch of like parts of it that you go down to like that aren't just like the pure reach, you know.
Wow.
It's weird, you know.
Well,
So
totally. I
that
mean,
shit.
it's like the whole idea is like how specific can you get your
Exactly,
demographic,
right?
you
and
know?
you can get pretty Facebook used to let you get a little bit unfairly specific, like, and they've.
I want Ben Maxwell to see this shit every day.
I kind of miss it, like, because it was kind of like a hack, but like you could like literally target people that worked at record labels and stuff. Like,
Whoa.
and you could target people's employment and stuff, so it would like read where they're employed on their personal profile, and you
They've
could use
definitely
that.
readjusted that shit.
And
after
you can't
the
do that
whole-
anymore. 'Cause that's kind of an invasion of privacy.
Yeah.
For
you
sure,
know,
like it's in a weird. I thought
That's
about
like
the-
telemarketing in a sense.
In a
you
sense,
know?
yeah.
It is, but I thought about this before. I thought, you know, what
like-
if
is
you were gonna
telemarketing.
spend, like, say that you were gonna spend like $1,000, right? Like you could blow that so
That's
easily.
way more
Yeah.
than.
But what if you paid like, you know, like you targeted one like Sony music exec and like you put like some like random person, you paid him like $70 to like bump into him and be like, oh sorry bro, like just listen to that new Ben Maxwell.
That's a whole different
Bro,
kind of
that-
social
that-
media
that-
marketing.
Dude,
bro.
that's straight up.
It
word
just
of
target
mouth
like
social
one
media marketing.
person, and so like it hit
guerrilla
like he
tactics,
passes
yeah.
a billboard that's up for like
That's
one
wolf
day
tactics right
because
there,
you
bro.
know like he's gonna drive home and like
Just send out
You just-
armies, bro.
Yeah, you
Where
just-
clubs send out promoters. You send out.
Yeah,
promoters.
literally.
just
That
tackle
literally
like
is
one homie and just get him to think you're like popping and then sign the deal.
That's how it feels driving through
I'm sorry,
that's
I
how it
didn't
feels
see you
driving through
there. I was
Beverly
so
Hills.
wrapped up in this kid's new single. And I have to
This
hear it.
Yeah.
Fire. It's like what album?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
sorry, man.
But like one part of social, would you consider like SoundCloud and Spotify campaigns social media marketing?
I would say so.
I want to hear about him. I don't know. It's a tough one. Yes.
Maybe more SoundCloud than Spotify. I don't know. but they're like the Spotify ones are absurdly expensive.
Really?
So I know some middlemen that like live in LA, and their job is like they sell promotion. So they know the people who have the playlist plugs.
Yeah.
Right? And they know the people who need the playlist plugs.
Yeah.
And they connect them for a commission, almost like a promotion agent.
Yeah.
You know, like in that sense.
I feel like
And
that's
these-
what Adam 22 is.
And like
almost.
a kid, like this kid who's a producer.
Yeah, no jumper definitely is like that.
Shout
I'm not
out.
gonna say his name or anything, but
Yeah.
he's a producer, like SoundCloud guy that I just like met over the years, and he happens to do this like for extra money. Like I don't know how he got the plugs.
He
or
does
whatever.
do the like connecting of people.
Yeah, he does he does this thing that I'm talking about, and like I talked to him like June of last year, and
Yeah.
like by June he'd made $80,000 selling that promotion, and he's like.
Dude,
Things
this
like
is
you
the
sell
next college scandal.
It's like
Right.
10, 15 grand for some people to buy like 1 million guaranteed plays, or like even less than that on Spotify. It's crazy.
Holy
It's
shit.
a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about making those playlists are kind of like the holy grail, though.
No, they are. And like the idea is like once you start getting placed in them, like you maybe won't need that service anymore.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
So that was actually.
well, but also like some people fail on those playlists. Like they'll fall down the
That's
ranks
what,
super
that's what's
quick.
interesting, because we had actually the other week this guy who he was part of the management for like DJ Snake and like those like labels and
Yeah.
stuff. He was part of their management teams, and now he manages. I don't know if you know Abby the Nomad, but
Mm-mm.
he's an
Oh,
artist
yeah.
on Spotify.
We
Yeah,
played with him at South by Southwest.
yeah.
last
He
time.
You were bumping him.
Yeah, he's
yeah.
lit.
Yeah,
so
he
he
is
manages
lit.
Avi the
He's lit.
Nomad, and he had like listened to one of our like first original on Spotify and really fucked with it. And he's like, "You
Oh.
guys need more plays. Like,
Yeah.
it's like you guys. I want to get
You're,
you guys
the
more
next
plays."
big thing.
And he was just basically like, "Yo, let me get on a phone call and just like give you some free advice. Like, I charge thousands of dollars for this shit. Let
Yeah.
me just give it to you guys. Like, I want you guys to like get some." And it was just all about like Spotify and like Google Ads and how you can properly like put your music out there. And he was saying fuck playlisting on Spotify, because he said smaller artists always get overlooked on those playlists. People just skip them every time.
Even if they get included.
Even if they get included into the playlist, they just skip that track.
Interesting.
And he said,
Interesting. I
and-
don't know.
And he said the way to finesse that is
Yeah.
to do pre-save links and do pre-save link like email blasts and stuff like that. And that's how you start because as soon as you start
get on
generating
people's release radar and whatnot, and then
Exactly.
once
'Cause
you
if-
get on people's release radar, that's like a guaranteed like probably like all of your followers are gonna listen to it in the first day, and if you have
exactly.
like even 1,000 followers, if you get 1,000 listens in the first day, that's enough for the AI to pick up on that like activity
It's all about that
and
algorithm,
start placing
dude.
you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
it's crazy.
Wow. Fuck.
Yeah. It
It's
was
now
so
it's
crazy,
like
yeah.
I wish I'd studied
Fuck.
like
Computer
science,
science.
so I could
dude.
hack this shit, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's
SoundCloud was
crazy.
honestly
Yeah.
so much easier. It's like, oh, you have 20,000 followers, me too. Let's trade repost,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then click. That's it.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it's so
which
much
is
easier.
Now
so
it's so
which makes so much
complicated.
sense.
Now it's all
You
these
didn't have to get up
repost
to like
chains
the
and
fucking
stuff you have to get
prints.
on. Yeah.
Like I feel like the Spotify playlist curators are like these fucking.
I know.
No,
Just- I
for
can only
sure,
imagine.
dude.
Austin Kramer's
The-
like a god amongst men right now.
He
dude.
is, but like it's that's such a crazy position to be in.
Yeah,
like,
right.
It's how much like just like being that guy, like just the physical. Your
so
physical job is easier,
ridiculous.
just making playlists, but
Yeah.
like it's not okay. I'm downplaying it.
For,
Maybe not
you're like
that
a
easy, but,
politician. Like people come lobby you all the
that's
time.
what I'm saying. It must be
Exactly,
crazy,
yeah.
like the amount of like
Just imagine how many fucking artists just
People
want to get
sucking up
onto
to
those
you, like,
fucking
all the
playlists,
time,
you
like-
know? and,
Big
like,
time.
dude.
I mean, they
can't
make a
even
lot
imagine.
of money doing deals with like
Dude.
big, Sony.
But people still
Universal.
make it on. I have heard multiple stories of friends of mine where they just wake up and their song's on a playlist.
That is happening.
like
Yeah.
random. They're like, dude, I had like less than 1,000 plays, and like they
It's
just
that
someone heard
algorithm
it and
just
grabbed
Bro,
it.
like
Yeah.
I have no idea how that happens, and like sometimes like it gives me some faith in that system.
Me too.
Like,
Yeah.
sometimes
Me too.
like smaller artists, like
Mhm.
probably like a lot of times they are overlooked, but a lot of times also like
Dude,
maybe
keep
not.
going.
You know,
Well, yeah,
like,
because what I was gonna say is like, just as a listener,
At
I'm
least by
like
the
so
Spotify team.
randomly just like I'm like an artist, but also my listening habits are completely separate from that.
Yeah.
But I discover artists all the time on playlists.
Mhm.
Like I'll listen to like It's Lit, and there'll be like one beat random song
See,
from like a
like-
rapper I never heard, and
Yeah,
I'll be
same
like,
here.
oh, this is fire, and then oftentimes too with those people, then they do blow up because
right.
that there are people who just press play.
It's like weird
Right.
because I usually go to playlists to find music that I otherwise wouldn't hear anywhere
Yeah,
else. You know,
interesting, yeah.
like low key shit that like people don't normally share. You
but the
know?
release radar thing is an insight.
Really,
You
true,
know.
yeah, that
You
is
know,
definitely
It is. You generate.
Wait,
a
so
little
what's
bit
a
of, like,
pre-save link?
So essentially, what it is you basically offer like your fans or whatever, like
Yeah.
friends, whatever fans, to just download the track ahead of time,
Okay.
so that as soon as it gets dropped, it goes into their like
Save.
goes into your save
saved
playlist. Yeah.
Got
playlist.
it.
So
So,
it's
then,
just like-
right when you drop it, it's like
Exactly.
automatic.
the
They
algorithm's
get it-
got 400 likes,
Exactly.
and it's like
the notification pops up.
Damn.
And if you're a
that's
big
sick.
artist, right, and you're able to like, you know, you make a Facebook ad and sponsor it like for the pre-save link, and you get a couple thousand, you know, like
Yeah.
for these big artists, that's not even that many, you know, and
No,
just a
yeah.
couple thousand pre-saves
Saves, and that's enough.
goes
to put
such
you
a
on
far, like a long
playlists.
way.
Mhm.
But it's also
Wow.
like you guys know when you're uploading to Spotify, they do give you like, so you like go through whatever distro service, and then you go on your Spotify for artists after you've distributed the song,
Mhm.
and it gives you the opportunity to submit it to their playlist hub, where like it'll be considered for like playlist placement and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
put in the genre, like any like little notes you have about the song or anything, but
Mhm.
like think about the sheer amount of tracks that are like going through that shit, like so many. You know?
Bazillion.
I'm sure they have a fat team of interns like on the
Just
front lines,
listening, yeah.
You know, like I doubt like
Just
Kramer
going
himself or
through-
like
yeah,
any
no
of these
shot.
other guys.
They just
like,
probably send him like a list of 50
right, he gets
or some shit.
I,
and
I
he
think
just,
he definitely gets like a shorter stack than what
Yeah.
actually comes
Mhm.
through. But
For sure.
you never know. Like I woke up and was on like, I've only been on a couple like official like actual Spotify ones, but I was on like Fresh Finds once. Like,
Wow.
it was like 60K followers, but it's like in house. Like
Yeah.
someone was like, "This is cool."
Yeah,
put it on there.
yeah.
You know, like
That's
Yeah.
fire.
shout out to whoever did that.
Yeah,
Shouts
for
out.
real.
Random.
yeah, honestly though,
the
like
real ones.
at least for us, I can't speak on Ben's behalf
Yeah.
because he's also obviously got so much more time and like plays than we've accumulated, obviously.
Yeah.
And in that regard, I would say it's with Spotify right now, at least for us, it's a lot of it's luck. You know, a
Yeah.
lot of it is just trying to push out as much music out on that
Yeah,
platform,
yeah,
because
yeah,
with
yeah.
Spotify it's tough because trying to crank out originals is not all that easy, you know.
Yeah.
So then it's about getting official remixes or doing covers
Yeah.
and trying to get as much shit.
How?
But-
What? This opens the conversation. Quality, quantity.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a fine balance, but if anything, at the beginning stages, lean towards the quantity.
You'd say
As long
so.
as you're like creatively like free and like having fun and
Yeah,
you
like
think
you're
your
you're
shit
you
is
sort of
good.
got your language
Every
and
record,
stuff.
you don't have to be like sitting on 50 songs like waiting for the right one. You know,
Mhm.
like I'm dropping a song on a remix on Monday on SoundCloud, and I'm gonna be doing that every other Monday for like
Yeah.
the foreseeable future.
That's fire.
So like
So fire.
I'm personally doing like, you know, like I have a lot of remixes that are done, but also I'm just gonna be cranking shit out for fun.
Yeah.
You know, that I wouldn't put as much time into those as I would in like a crazy original.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, maybe on the quality side, not, you know, quite as much effort in
Yeah.
that sense, you
Mhm.
know. But it's worth it
Yeah.
because like when you're like being considered for shows and shit, like what we were talking about, like,
Yeah.
like when they do come back and like check on you or like considering you for a booking, it's like, do you have big shit in the last 6 months? Like,
Yeah.
are people like, you know, has your Instagram grown since the last time they visited you? And like
Yeah.
the way to do that is like through quantity, you know.
Yeah.
It's like not like a
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
it's
we're
just
doing a
a-
little
so
spin off
it's
of
a-
what Ben's doing. And, like, we started like just started working on more mashups, you know,
Yeah.
and stuff for like sets, you know, shit to drop
Mhm.
during sets that's lit.
Mhm.
And that's kind of like added more content to our like our VIP channel. Where
Yeah.
It's just like all our like
Yeah.
fucking our copyrighted shit or whatever.
Yeah,
That like
yeah.
SoundCloud might strike. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Just toss it on that one.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's been a good way to just kind of put shit out for just the like.
The deep
For the
fans.
fans,
yeah.
And
know,
also,
yeah.
it's just sad because SoundCloud just like doesn't give you the exposure that it used to. anymore.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
Like there was like
Just doesn't.
we like released a remix a couple months ago, and like it fucking was on a shit ton of promo channels and stuff, and like gained a lot of plays within like the first week. And we were expecting to be on like the fucking hot new
And then flatline.
and just like it just
Yeah, that's
how
wasn't,
it
is
like, and it was
nowadays.
so stupid. you
Like
know?
maybe if it
Ah,
were
like it
2015,
wasn't like
bro,
a
if it
real
were
buzz.
2015,
Yeah.
that initial wave of promo would have taken you for like months, bro.
No,
It
I mean, yeah,
probably
like
would
I mean
still
the
be getting
promo
Wow.
itself went for like a couple months.
No, but like
you
you
know?
would still be seeing like it would
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably
exactly.
still be
Yeah,
going,
like
you know.
yeah, like right now it's like leveled at like 41K. You know, like once
Yeah.
it hit that, it just stopped. You know, it just was
That's
Weird.
solid though for SoundCloud.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, I
Good
mean-
job, yeah.
especially for SoundCloud.
Yeah,
I
definitely
feel
our
like
most
10K is
successful
doing
remix.
50K.
Yeah, wow. I mean, yeah, it's just there's a lot of content creators.
And it's like
That's a lot.
SoundCloud, like October 20, I want to say 15 or 16 or 17. In the last few years, like in October, they recorded their like monthly like concurrent users, and it was like 250 million, like a lot, like kind of in the like peak of their wave a few years ago. And as of October 2018, this past year, it went down to 70 million. So it took almost like a 200 million user cut.
Wow,
and, like,
60% cut.
Like, you know, like getting reposts from big artists, like say like I got a repost from someone who has 500,000 followers.
Yeah.
Like in 2016, dude, that would have gotten me like 10 to 15,000 plays in like 48 hours.
Yeah.
Like, but now it's like maybe a couple thousand.
Yeah, like
It's
our
crazy.
like the
Like, maybe a
third
couple.
day our remix got reposted by the Chainsmokers, and maybe like
Like,
a 5,000
maybe.
play, maybe.
And
Wow.
the Chainsmokers repost.
You'd think like, boom, that's it.
Dude,
You're
And
done.
They have
followed
over a
us,
million.
too, on top of
Yeah.
that.
Wow.
There's a follow and a repost.
So it's like, oh my
So-
god, like, but
But dude, back when Chainsmokers repost, like I said, like
Is
a
that
few
something
years ago,
Chainsmokers does? Is repost a lot of?
they do.
through
They
their-
they support a lot of people,
Yeah.
and that's part of it too. Is like they set this trend on their SoundCloud like a couple years ago.
of
like,
just sending it on whatever they
have
fuck
like
with.
people that check their submissions, and like they've done a cool thing. They've kind of just been like, our SoundCloud is like, if you guys like, they have like A&Rs. They're like, if you like the music that we're being sent, like repost it. You know,
Yeah.
like we're here to like support people, but. The more music
I
you
get
repost,
it, yeah. They're
the
like,
less
even their
engagement.
channel's like saturated.
Exactly.
you know?
That's what I'm saying, and they never unrepost. So if you go to the Chainsmokers channel
It's just,
and go to their repost, they never unrepost.
Yeah.
So
There's a
it
shit ton of tracks.
over time it means less and less. Like
totally.
it's interesting, and you see that with everyone.
Everything's kind of a pyramid scheme. Like it's
It's all
just like
trickle down in economics, bro.
yeah. It's,
yeah.
It's all trickle down economics.
Trickle
It's
down.
interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting way of putting it.
yo, shouts out Yang Gang.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Gang, gang.
Andrew Yang, 2020.
Oh, Andrew.
Is he
Trickle
the dude
up-
who was
the
on,
trickle up
Is he the
economics?
dude who was on Joe Rogan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was.
The fire dude,
Yeah,
our
he
next
seemed- he
president
seemed
on
chill.
Joe Rogan. Yeah, that's who
He
you're
seemed
talking
chill.
about.
I doubt he'll get elected. but
$1,000 a
definitely
month
cool
is
guy.
what he's proposing.
I mean,
Freedom dividend.
his basis of it was cool. He's like, robots are going to be doing most of these minimum wage jobs, like these basic.
Well, it's just like he's
Like we have to
like
reformat.
the
quick.
tension that everyone's feeling is not like it needs resolving, and he's aware of that, and it's kind of like he's looking at it and he's going like, fuck, like we're kind of fucked now, but like we're so fucked. Like we gotta like make like a real shot at it right now.
It's true, man. I don't know.
Here you go.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate
People
that.
like him, like, I don't know. I would love to support them, but then I look at it as like, I look at what happened with like the Bernie and Hillary cruise the last time around, and like a lot of that contributed, like the split in the Democratic Party. Like we
That's
started
okay.
hating
point,
each other.
yeah.
Yo, Bernie, pick
You
up
know?
Andrew. We'll win.
Well, low key,
Andrew
right?
VP.
I think the split, like
or
that
just pick up
created,
freedom, basic income, like dividend, like
or like his
take, like,
Okay,
ideas.
but no,
500
but
a
I'm
month.
saying I care less about that, to be honest, than I do about Andrew Yang as like just someone with that much youth and like whatever Silicon Valley spunk.
He's like that guy. Who's
It's
he
like
from
someone I want.
Texas? Beto O'Rourke.
Oh,
But
Beto
he's
O'Rourke.
not.
Beto O'Rourke's kind of weird.
He's
I don't know.
Beto's
He's not.
definitely way more middle of the road, like kind of like.
He's not a full Democrat.
But he's exciting,
He's
and that's
exciting.
all I know about him.
Oh no, dude! His
Both new
his like
guys.
Only thing
announcement
I know.
speech for his campaign was a little off. How he's like,
I
we need
didn't.
to
I don't
run
know
to the
that.
bathroom.
change. We need to save this world. Like it's the only way we can save this world and shit. I was like, what?
Wow,
Yeah,
dude, it's
literally.
it's weird that the presidency, like branding, got to the presidency.
Yeah, right.
Like it's that's what we're looking at now. Is we're
Yeah.
looking at hilarious
who's-
like attempts at branding.
Who has wow factor? You know? Who
Yeah,
has shock
it's
value.
so weird,
Yeah.
dude. We're gonna have like
It's so funny.
it's
the
gonna be like a
landscape,
presidential
birth-
brawl.
Yeah, 20 Democratic
watch,
can't.
bro,
like,
with,
like,
like,
I got
all-
a chance.
Like
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
heard about that, like Joe Biden like sniffing girls' hairs and like whispering in their ears.
Dude,
and
it's funny
shit.
because like it's like everyone knows Joe Biden. Like he's a little touchy.
Yeah, like he's like that. He's like that
but
old
but he
creepy
is
dude.
just kind of like that.
But
like
yeah,
he's
exactly,
a
like-
good ass guy. Like
But
there's
see,
no,
that's
it's
my
it's almost
thing,
like
though.
is he kind of blind? Like is he just like? trying to-
But like the way they're like kind of branding it now, it just seems like they're intentionally trying to make that like a thing.
Me
you
too,
know?
like,
in a sense, because it
associated
feels like this
vibe.
whole like branding with presidency. You know how you were talking about. It's just like who's memeable.
Yeah.
That's what this society wants. You know, who's
Interesting.
memeable.
Andrew Yang is literally.
Who can you
memeing
put on
himself,
talk
like-
shows and late night shows and like make the audience laugh? You know.
Dude, that's so weird to think about this Black Mirror
It's
episode.
straight up
dude.
Black Mirror shit, bro.
Okay, but
It's
that's
a
been happening for a while,
It's a
like, that's-
social like rating system, bro. We're living
Like,
in right now.
I'd be just so interesting. Like Lincoln Times. Like, what was that about? Like, what was that like? You know what I mean?
I mean, just a bunch of racists and or non-racists at that point.
But like,
you know?
I guess I
Like,
mean more
ra-
like when they're
like,
running for
mostly racist
president.
and kinda
it's like,
racist.
there's
When
like
they're-
racial split.
Mostly racist
Mostly
and
racist.
closeted
Yeah,
racist.
exactly.
Closet
You,
racist,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You've got your Federalists and
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
Republic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no.
whoa.
Oh, we good. We
Hands
good.
up.
We good.
Whoa.
At least
We
it
good.
was,
Can't say the R word.
it was away from the. It was
I know.
away from the electronics. That's all that
Thank God.
matters.
Thank you. It'll do it.
When we cheersed, I told you to spill it, man. That was, I told you. What do you mean?
I couldn't let you down, dude.
I'm saying.
Enough about politics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ben, you said you have a concert coming up or a release this Monday?
Yeah,
What
I've
is
got
it?
a release on Monday.
Woo.
It's a remix I actually made a while ago, at least a few months ago, I think last fall. And it's of the Diplo's group that he did with
Yeah, LS.
Sia and
yeah.
Labyrinth.
Yeah.
LSD.
LSD.
It's of their song Audio.
Should we give the fans a sneak peek?
Yeah, man, if you want to pull that shit up.
Da 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 down. Sneak peek.
Hard.
Sneak peek.
Sneak. Sneak peek.
What are you using for that auto tune?
I'm using Waves Tune. Shout out.
Shout out
This is so- this
Wave
is-
Tune.
it's the, like.
Just get the vibes right.
But yeah, dude, this shit is coming out Monday, and then every other Monday for the foreseeable future. There will be
Dropping
another one.
tracks.
Yeah, man.
Ben Maxwell. You heard it here first off.
It's about time, man. I'm tired of making music and not sharing it.
We got a ride, we got the night. I got the bottle, you got the light. We got
I've
the
also heard this
stars,
shit. It's
we
fire.
got audio.
I think almost all of us heard it.
No, like this.
I've been
I've heard
showing
your
people
remix.
against their will.
We got audio. Make a bomb bomb beat, I'll give you melody. Make a bomb bomb beat, I'll give you melody. Make a song so sweet, you gon' come home with me. Make a bomb bomb beat, I'll give you melody. Make a bomb bomb beat, I'll give you melody. Make a song so sweet, you gon' come home with me.
Yeah.
We gotta get like a disco ball. Like, have, like, 50 players, like,
Little sneak
That's
peek
lit.
Yeah,
for
man.
the
and
people.
For the most part, like, there's gonna be a lot of different genres.
feel
Like,
like
the
LA
one
Lakers.
after that is like straight up trap, and then
Ooh.
like hard, like probably the hardest shit I've ever put out. And then the one
Nice.
after that is tech house,
Yeah.
and then the one after that will probably be like future bass again.
Fire. Fire.
Try to do all that shit, son.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, man.
It's like what? You guys releasing anything in the future?
So we have a few collabs in the works right now that we're. It's taking a little bit. just
Hopefully,
because of
getting
a-
in the studio this weekend. Honestly,
Yes,
and
yeah.
hammering
We
that
have
shit
a
out.
little something cooking in
Ooh,
the
no
studio.
way.
hopefully.
Ooh.
It's got
Some pop house shit.
Yeah, some
You know what
pop
I'm
house shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sweet.
man.
My bad, you got that right there. It's a different one. Hold on.
dude, I fucking love that shit.
No,
Yeah,
that
it's
ain't
just
it. Hold on. That's not it. That's the one.
There it is.
Like,
there
like,
it
oh,
is.
we got a collab coming.
Oh.
Dude, tell more.
Yeah, please, more. Yeah. It's a little something me and Troy whipped up. We
Nice.
sent it over to Ben a few weeks ago. Think he fucked with it, and
Yeah,
yeah,
man. How's Troy doing?
he's good, dude. He's fucking busy, working full time right now.
Where at?
He's working at this place, this company called App Direct. To be honest, I don't know what he's like, an executive head, something toward, like he was working for the CEO for a while. Now he's doing something in the sales department, but
Sounds official.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
grinding though. He's grinding and hating it every day because he wants to do music full time. So yeah, he's hanging in there. But yeah, we just chill, dude. I try to visit him. Like I live like an hour out from him, so I try to
Oh,
go.
yeah.
I try to go like
Does he live in
Once
the
a-
city?
he lives in Oakland.
Oh,
At the,
nice.
yeah, he lives at the Uptown. He's like right next to the Fox
Are you down at
Theater.
your place in Gatos, Los Gatos?
Yeah, I'm back at my parents actually. I'm studying for LSATs actually for
Nice.
law
Whoa.
school. Yeah.
Good luck, bro.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I took my first one actually last week. That's why I'm up here taking a little chill break.
You deserve it.
But yeah,
Chill off a backward.
yeah, right. Yeah, dude. Literally, yeah, me and Troy, dude. That's all.
Oh, I know Troy.
yeah, that's yeah. You already know Evan, Troy, like so. The
Julian got me on
Julian,
backwards.
yeah, Julian, dude.
Julian's
So,
the one that taught me how to roll a backward.
yeah, and he was
Shouts
the one who
out.
taught everyone in the house to pretty much, or actually Eric Butler.
I had such a surreal experience living at that house, for
yeah,
real.
Dude, yeah,
It was,
same, bro. I lived there for 2.5 years, 3
Wow.
years almost actually, yeah, and that was.
shit went down.
Still can't believe we never kicked it in Berkeley, dude.
Hey, man.
Did we?
No.
No, definitely
I
not.
would have remembered meeting Ben
Yeah, dude.
in Berkeley.
Yeah, dude. I would have remembered if I met a comparable Ben.
Dude, actually, it's a.
Shouts out Ben.
Shouts out to Ben. Dang shit. I haven't met many Bens, honestly.
clap on camera, or is that?
I mean, high
Oh.
five that shit. Oh, baby.
Wait, other way.
Oh, we gonna do diagonal high five.
Oh wait,
Oh, I can't even stretch that.
fuck.
Looking like two Cletuses.
Bunch of Cletus.
Bunch of Cletus. Oh, should we get into that story?
Okay,
Had all that shit started.
Shouts out, tell me.
All right, you want to start it off?
The beginning
Story time
of Cletus.
of Cletus.
Story time. Yeah, I just hyped up a really average story, but it's we started we met and then we started playing video games together heavily,
game.
Fortnite, dog.
mainly Fortnite.
Bringing people together.
And this fool was already really good and I was fucking terrible. So the first few months that we played, he was just carrying my ass, and every time I'd make a stupid play, he'd be like, "Come on, Cletus,
Come on, Cletus.
come on, Cletus."
And always go into a very like trailer parky ass, you know, like
Come on,
God damn it, Cletus, what the fuck you doing?
I got the Cletus in the bag.
Cletus in the bag.
But yeah, and then it just became a thing. Like you get drunk, you become Cletus.
Cletus.
Have a drink at Cletus.
Yeah, dude, that Cletus shit was hella funny because like we both ended up changing our gamer tags to Cletus. You was like, I am Cletus, and then I was like, no, I am Cletus. And then it was like,
Cletus.
and it just like became this running joke.
No,
for a while.
I'm Cletus.
I said I'm Cletus.
I said, no, I'm Cletus.
But yeah, I kind of just started it off, and it's just like, yeah, it's just been a running joke
Yeah,
ever
dude.
since.
Escalation to here.
Alright, Cletus.
Cletus. Thanks for that wonderful
Sounds like
story.
But yeah,
Cletus.
dude.
Guys,
Now it's
wow.
kind of a widely used
Impactful.
term.
Yeah, it's like
Throughout our
ever
friends.
since.
I even heard
Just
Ariana
been-
Grande
And then we
throughout
saw it
it,
in the
you know?
Ariana
Yeah.
video, dude, and then that's when that's
Dude,
when
you
we-
guys-
Where's Cletus?
right here.
Right here.
How are you gonna let her steal your joke like that? You're just gonna hang out and she's.
When
just
we
gonna tell your
finally
joke.
meet, that's gonna be one of the first things that I bring up. Honestly, now I'm stoked.
I'm Cletus.
Now I'm stoked when I meet her. Like I'm gonna have like something funny to talk about with her.
I can't wait.
hilarious.
We have
Maxwell.
matching tattoos, so
Dude, yeah, when that
We
Ben
both have
Maxwell
Cletus
Ariana
tattoos.
I'm ready.
shit
I'm
up.
ready to meet Ariana. I can't
I've got
wait.
2 friends named Ben. They're both ready to meet you.
Which Ben do you want to meet first?
No, dude, just do both at once.
Ben.
Knock it all at the
Yeah,
park.
Ben
bro.
squared. You're getting both.
Easy.
This is a fucking buy one get one free deal.
That's what I'm saying.
This is pay for both deal for sure.
Buy one, Get one free, I guess.
I guess.
I guess.
I'm not going for free. It could be you.
I know,
You get to guess which one of us is free.
I'm not gonna leave it up to them. It's me. I'll go for free.
Wow.
That really puck for free.
Free Ben. Hashtag free Ben.
Hashtag free Ben.
Yeah, dude. What have you guys been up to musically, dude? I know Ben played me your guys' latest, but you got more or what?
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think you haven't heard our latest.
No, you
Is
did
it-
play it for me.
When
Which
did we hang out last?
At Ross Street. You played
Yeah,
it in the
we've
studio
made- I
downstairs.
think we made some more stuff.
Well, at least the latest one you put on SoundCloud, maybe?
There's more.
It was definitely wait. So okay. So should I? I'm gonna play this one.
I've showed
That's
him
what I like to
Phelps.
hear.
I showed him Phelps.
Ooh, fire. Okay, we got another one. We had another. We had another 2 sentences.
This kind of gives me a fucking what's his name?
Yeah.
I was in the field.
Yeah. Wait. Joji.
Joji.
Yeah, yeah.
Clouds and I found my
Filthy
very
Frank.
own
Filthy
voice.
Frank.
People know him by Joji. It's like
Yeah, I
the
let it
pink guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
had
It
it
reminds me
right,
of
feel the
that
light.
fucking-
Fire.
Shower her alone.
I like him as a
Sing
musician
favorite
better.
song when she down.
I like him as a musician a lot better.
But
Take a
he
shower
definitely like was really influential on YouTube.
For real.
when it glows.
Can't take
Take
it.
the
One of the
rain
most
and the storm.
insane remixes I've
How it
heard of
goes.
his.
We
when
can
he
make
was,
it on
you know,
our
shut the
own.
fuck up. That song.
Yeah, yeah, of
Pink
course.
Guy, yeah.
Classic.
Tasty Treats did a remix of that. That's insane.
It's fire.
It's
Oh,
so
okay. Do you think we can get away with playing it?
Yeah,
No,
it's not
we
copyrighted.
It has to be.
It's on SoundCloud.
I don't know what's it called.
Okay, fine.
Pink Guy STFU Tasty Treat remix. That shit goes in, bro. It's like, oh, dude, it's like one drop, but like that one drop is just everything.
Fire.
Is it? How do I spell tasty treat?
It's one word, I believe. And
Oh yeah, right here.
it's such a savage song too, you know. It's such a savage song.
Oh, it's savage song, dude.
It's like, damn, who the fuck broke your heart that bad?
Yeah.
And me and Troy always deliberate trying to drop this in a set because it goes so fucking hard, but it's
Yeah.
just like so bad, like the contents.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You're a fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up.
I don't think I've ever heard this. This shit goes in.
You're a stupid cunt. Suck my dick. Shut the fuck up. Stop being a fucking
It's funny because
cunt.
like it sounds like some like happy
Shut the
like
fuck up.
middle school trap.
Yeah.
Nobody even wants you here.
Uppity, bro.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
This is a middle school recess thing. Comedy.
Yeah. Like elementary school.
All that angsty ass.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like Wave Racer.
You're a fucking dumb
Yeah, for
shit.
sure.
You don't even run shit. Get the fuck up out my face and go to hell and eat a dick. Come and catch these hands, boy. Come and match these bands, boy. I'm not crazy.
Of course, this is a song, dude.
Right?
Dude, you gotta see the original. I want. Should I just play it?
Yeah, play the original just to see the difference in style, like how much he changed it up.
All right, because the original is so hilarious.
Yeah, the
Is the
original.
original on
Can you?
SoundCloud?
Will you?
Maybe.
It's
if we
on
play it.
YouTube. Frick, it's on YouTube.
Is it? I think it's on SoundCloud also, isn't it?
Okay, let's see.
But is it the same file? That would be on YouTube.
Gotta find the fuck out.
It's just such a fucking corny, like.
It's the greatest song.
Shut the fuck up. You're a fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up.
This fool went through some shit.
I know, bro. I just
You're
imagine him in this
stupid
fucking
cunt,
bedroom,
suck
just
my
like,
dick. Shut the fuck up.
Dick.
Shut the fuck up.
pissed as fuck, dude. Probably took
hopeless,
some
you know?
antidepressants
Stop
and shit,
sucking my
dude.
dick,
Just like,
cunt.
fuck this bitch, dude.
Shut the fuck up. Nobody even wants you
A bunch of
here.
antidepressants is hilarious. Like happy during like a really pissed off sad moment.
Yeah, right? That's how you make this kind of
Whoa.
shit, bro. Yeah, right? It just
Dude, the thing is though, you had the video, dude. It's the
I thought-
video, dude.
I thought you played a different song.
Oh, that's
but that
hilarious.
was crazy.
I just wanna let you know
That's actually
you're a
so
stupid fucking cunt. Go ahead and
Oh
run
my
your
God.
mouth, pussy. I don't give a fuck. You're a stupid piece of shit. You're a stupid fucking bitch. Get the fuck up off my dick. Get the fuck up off my dick. Like, please end your fucking life. Please end your fucking life. You gotta emphasize. No one cares if you're alive. You're a fucking
boy's
piece.
mad.
Oh my
He's
God.
so
Dick and
mad,
eat it
bro.
all. I
He's
need
so
to know
fucking
if
sad.
you were dropped when you were just a fetus, though. You're so fucking ugly and your face is fucking foul.
Dude, it gets even worse.
Alright,
I hope you're
I
like,
need a cleanse.
He like, there's a line in there that he says like, I hope your like firstborn dies from cancer, and like shit like, yeah, bro. He goes off.
Man,
like he
that's
says.
Yeah,
some
he
shit.
goes crazy.
That's why
on
me
that
and Troy
shit.
also
Damn.
I can't
deliberate.
imagine what they were like when they were together. Right before the end,
Tell
like
me
Must have
about
been
it, bro.
fucking amazing, dude. For him, at least.
Yeah, it would have been insane. That would have been, fuck.
Yes.
That would have been a crazy relationship for sure.
shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Alright, yeah, so jam.
No hate. Play lines. Oh, let's do a no, yeah, let's just jam.
You fucked me up with some auto tune, or is it on?
I got you.
already
fucked up.
I'm already fucked up
with some auto-tune.
Goddamn. Just fucking make some lo-fi beats right now.
We can go lo-fi. We can go lo-fi if you want.
So lo-fi.
We gotta get high.
So high.
We gotta get high first if we're going to.
I'm a dome that backwood.
I'm a donor backward.
Do you
I
burn?
rolled it. Do you burn?
Gosh damn it, do you
Do you
burn?
burn?
Please, God, tell me you
I need to
burn.
know. Do you burn?
Does it fucking burn? God damn it, Wade.
Get there.
Please burn.
When
I just want you to burn
backward.
to the face.
This is the most epic ending I've ever heard.
I'm so high. Yeah, that was so sick.
Perfect. Great little siash.
That was sick.
So okay, I want to hear a little bit about artistic process. Like these days, you guys are in the thick of it. You're pumping out beats. You're doing remixes. Like, how does it start? You hear a song, you like it. Where does it go from there?
Yeah. I would say Most of the time, yeah. Like even when I'm making originals, like it often starts out as a remix for me. Like there are some YouTube channels and like online things that I've found that have like some fire acapellas on there, and I just kind of like look for one that reflects like the vibe that I'm feeling, and like kind of drag in Ableton, build some chords around it, delete it, or like chop it up and like make some vocal chops and shit out of it, and then just kind of like go from there. Or you know, if it's a remix someone's asking me to do, obviously just kind of like build around the acapella, you know. And then yeah, dude, that's pretty much like how I do it. And then just like spend time jamming and like adding layers. Like
What's your new favorite plugin?
the Rolling Cloud pack for sure.
Mm.
Do you
That's
have
a
that?
great
No.
name. No.
I gotta give that shit to you.
What
I
is
got my
it?
Laptop.
What is it?
It's got like a Juno emulator in it, a Jupiter 8 emulator in it, TR909, TR808.
Dude,
It's got
this is a
SR
pack of classics,
yeah.
dude. This is a pack of absolute
Exactly.
classics.
SRX Orchestra, which is like like really nice like strings and everything.
Dude, what's
and,
it? What is this called?
It's got like System 1, System 8, System 100, like all analog synths, some
Rolling Cloud.
modular stuff. Yeah, between all of
is it a
those.
subscription service?
No, I bought it for sure, dude. But I can give it to you.
Oh yeah, you think
Yeah.
so? Okay, fine. I'm so excited. I'm on the website
I
right
can
now.
give it. It's just like components. You just drag it into your audio unit components, like each individual.
Yeah.
For each individual plugin,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
within the pack, and then you have it. It's lit.
So
And the
into
other
that.
one is this plugin called Sub Boom Bass by Rob Papin. If
I'm
you know that,
sick, not
bro. There's some shit like just like when you find it, you have these like, holy shit, like this is what everyone's using for like these sounds that I'm like trying to like get, you know,
Wow.
like in terms of like house and stuff. It's a bass plugin.
Yeah.
And they just have like something like 170 presets of like just really really nice and like punchy bass for like house music and
Yeah.
honestly hip hop.
Mm-hmm,
Probably.
mm-hmm.
So that one's fucking fire too.
Definitely will be sending it on some of these items.
Omnisphere will probably be joining that list
Can't
once.
Yeah,
wait.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah, shout out.
and Silent. Shout out to Silent.
You
always.
What do you use
Ab-
right now most of the time?
Like Ableton and stuff?
Those, all of those, and Silent.
Okay.
Pretty much it.
Yeah, fire.
Yeah, and the TR909 is fire drums.
Ah,
Mainly
dude,
the
I'm so
kick
into
drum.
that,
Yeah.
dude. I'm so into that. Like, okay, just to derail the conversation for a second. One thing I was like thinking was so defining of music is like the pitch of the drums. Would you agree with that statement?
Yeah, I mean, I
Like-
didn't really care about tuning my drums for a long time.
Yeah.
And then once I did start caring about it, I feel like my music definitely got better, you know, like,
Yeah.
because just like little things like tuning your snare, you can kind of have it like hitting different notes throughout
Yeah,
the song
yeah,
to
yeah,
like
yeah.
add some shit, or like, you know, when your kick's out of tune, like that's not something like necessarily like average listeners are gonna hear, but like
Yeah.
people who give a shit about it,
Yeah.
like hearing it,
Yeah,
are gonna
yeah.
notice. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
So like little things like that, like I think it matters.
yeah.
Pitch of the drums.
100%, yeah.
I've been pitching my hi-hats down lately. Like,
Oh,
wow.
yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool.
I don't know about you.
I don't know. I was thinking about like how like old music versus new music and like just like, I don't know, pitch
like
is just so
this?
much higher.
There's
Like
also
this
like,
is
Yes.
so high.
It's so high. Like modern sounds, I
If
feel
I were
like
to
are
use this
so
in a
high.
beat, I'd probably take this in like a sampler and like put it down like 6 half steps or something.
Wow.
There's also like this whole thing going on. I don't know if you've heard, but it's like called like the sound battle or like the sound war, where it's like how producers are just producing their music like way over mastered and shit, just so it's louder
Yeah.
when like it's played in like big venues and shit.
Yeah.
And how it's just like because of that, it just hits more. For,
Yeah, I
like,
mean it's reflected
audiences
in the
and stuff.
waveforms, bro. You
Exactly.
see it. It's just like there's no like
And
dynamics.
like it's
chunky.
almost
Yeah.
to the point where
To
it's
some
clipping.
music.
Like they're purposely clip. Like if you look at like
Yeah.
X's "Look at Me Now,"
Yeah.
like the catch to that song
Yeah.
was like that whole
Yeah.
track was fucking clipping. You
Yeah.
know, like that whole thing was clipping, but it was like part of its like charm.
Yeah.
you know?
Big
It was
time.
clipped. Yeah, it was clipped way early in the process. You know. Like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 And like, yeah. I mean, speaking on that, like, just creative process wise for me and Troy, it's just a matter
Yeah.
of like coming up with just the instrumental, you know, and however that is like we start off with like the drums or whatever and work our way to like fucking around with melodies through Serum.
Yeah, yeah.
Just plugging in shit. Like usually we'll fucking come up with like a chord progression,
Yeah.
throw it
Mhm.
into Serum and just fuck around.
Yeah.
See what fucking sounds
Yeah.
good, you know,
Yeah,
just
same.
trial and error, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once we kind of get like a little hook going, you know, that's when we try to like go for vocalists. Once we get that instrumental finish
Yeah.
and stuff, that's when and like that's the kind of process we've gone through so
Yeah.
far. you
Yeah.
know. I'm very interested in trying to go for vocalists and trying to work around that and make a beat around vocals.
Can
versus,
we play a song of yours to give our listeners like a
please,
sense?
Yeah.
Check
what,
them
would-
out.
What would you like to play?
What should I fuck? You can play our newest remix. That's like our most recent remix on SoundCloud. Sugar, We're Going Down. It's a classic.
Oh, fire.
Classic.
Well, and we worked with this producer from Chicago, Seppi Music.
Sick.
Linked up with them a couple of years ago, and we've kind of been tossing this remix idea around for a while, and like we finally got around to finishing it this year.
Fire.
Yeah, so super excited about this one.
Nice.
I don't know if you guys know who Yoltron is, but
Mm.
he dropped our track at Bay Nights at Bill Graham, which was like a
Ooh,
huge, like,
that's
yeah,
sick.
it was pretty sick. That was like the
Super
first support
sick.
we've ever got.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
And I
sick.
hate
Big
tooting our
support.
horn like
Yeah.
that because we're such small artists, but
Yeah.
like
Hey man,
it's
shouts
a,
out.
It's a step
Still
to
dope,
the
still
right
dope.
direction.
For
You know what?
real.
In that same vein, shouts out fucking Sammy Legs opening for
Dude,
Duke
Sammy
Devon.
Legs is killing me.
Yeah,
bro.
big
Like,
time.
Handing off the
Oh,
deck to
Boys
Duke
House.
Devon. Big ups.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Boys House is cranking hard right now.
You guys,
Big ups.
this is Sugar, We're Going Down. Wait, what? And Seppi remix. I love this song so much.
I love this song.
process of making this remix, finally making learn all the words.
Yeah, that's great.
Talk about suburbia.
I know.
Wow, fire.
So who like that white noise, like all that noise, like sidechain to the kick, you know? Who's like that's all Troy? This crazy
so
shit.
This remix was pretty much finished like back summer 2017.
Hmm.
2017.
Yeah.
Summer. Actually, no, fuck. Summer 20. This last year, actually, we finished it up and we were playing Solstice. It
Yeah.
was our first fest we were playing in the Bay, and we dropped it there. And we were collabing with Seppi at that point with this track, but we were just having time issues, so
Yeah.
we kind of like finished up the remix like unmastered and stuff just
Yeah.
to drop it for the set.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
after we sent it over to Seppi, he fixed up the vocal chops and stuff.
Yeah.
Re-edited some things and mastered it.
Yeah.
And he is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Just, like,
Shout.
Wow.
mixing and mastering. Yeah, like he's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we finally just wrapped it up and like put it out this
That's
year.
sick.
Yeah, we're super happy with it.
And you got it? Have you gotten it cleared by?
So yeah, we didn't get it cleared by any. We just kind of
Dropped
Sent
it.
it.
dropped it.
VIP'd.
Yeah, because to be honest, there's so many fucking remixes of it on SoundCloud,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and as soon as we dropped it, it became the most successful one. So we're
Yeah.
just like, fuck it, like
That's
it's not gonna
dope.
hit. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a good song. So
That's cool.
That's fire.
It's a good song.
dude, right? Yeah, fucking nostalgia overload.
Dude, for real.
Overload.
I'm back.
All right, let's
Alright,
let's see
guys.
if there's anything I forgot to ask you guys.
And dude, shoot away. I'm
Thanks
enjoying
for
it.
having us on.
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
Of course, you guys. I have a question. I have a
This was
question.
fun.
What can fans do to support you?
Stream, and you know, engage. I guess even like something as simple as a like, or like a comment with the, like this emoji, you know, or something, you know,
Yeah.
like because that like goes a long way in terms
Mhm.
of like getting it out to like everyone who follows us, you know.
Mhm.
And I feel like everyone who it's kind of lame, like the algorithms nowadays, like not every, like people follow you because they like your music and want to see your shit like on Instagram, and then they like the algorithm like bypasses your shit and they never see it, you know.
Exactly.
So like the more people that are like engaging with it, like the more likely it is like
They'll see it.
everyone's
on
gonna
their
see it,
timeline,
you know.
Mhm.
So I think that's the main thing. And stream, just leave that shit on loop when you go to sleep so I can buy like a
You guys,
Doritos Locos
I have
taco.
this. Okay, so right now, I'm,
That fucking 100 play revenue.
Help me, baby. Help.
all right. What about you?
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, just engage with us. I mean, like, don't be afraid to like reach out, DM us if you like a song. You know, we love hearing like positive feedback. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like that goes a long way. Yeah, like a couple times I think in the past few months we've had like random people just DM us, be like, "Yo, we like listen to your track and we really like it," or whatever. We have had it on repeat,
Yeah.
and that shit like literally makes our month. You know,
Yeah,
like that shit
yeah.
makes it
That's
like so
for
much more
real.
worth it. You know.
Yeah.
Cause like it's a grind, you know.
Yeah.
Like I mean, Ben can fucking speak for this, dude. Working on music, getting that inspiration to just sit there for hours,
Mm-hmm.
fucking with one sample, you know, or one
Mhm.
sound, you know, or fucking mastering shit, you know, and then people actually listen. It makes it all worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It means something.
Wow. Wow.
Huge.
Huge.
What are you guys
Huge.
doing this weekend?
Yeah, what you guys up
I don't know. I think
I thought I had plans.
this weekend actually I work a lot. But I'll be teaching, so it'll be fun. And definitely making music as usual, you know. Like
Hell
I'm,
yeah.
We gotta get in the next couple weeks.
for sure, dude. We
Come over here.
definitely. Like you
It's
guys were saying, the
so
setup
much
is
to
fun,
make
you know.
music
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, dude. I'm hoping to fucking move out here in the next year or so for
Mm.
law school. So
Cool. Where? Okay, you're up in San Francisco, yeah.
yeah, so I'm trying to I'm applying everywhere, but my main school is USC right now. Or
Dope.
UCLA. So I'm
Dope.
trying to
Dope.
try to do entertainment law and like get into music industry. So
Yeah.
protect the
Big
music,
ups.
you know,
Yeah.
protect the rights.
Yeah.
Know the shit.
Yeah.
Have labels screw us over.
Yeah.
That's all I can do.
All we
Yeah.
need is us.
Yeah, facts, dude. Yeah, dude, this is dope.
Cool.
Hell
All
yeah.
right, guys.
Fuck
Thank
yeah.
you for
Dude,
joining
thank you
us.
guys, dude.
It's been another wonderful office hour.
Office
This was so fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't forget to engage.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Follow us on
comment,
Instagram.